Hello, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Amber, and this is my sacred ministry. Today is February 11th. It is a Wednesday, which means it is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is currently at 8 degrees of Pisces. And it is conjunct the North Node, which is powerful. The sun is at 22 degrees of Aquarius, and the moon is at 16 degrees of Sagittarius. Mercury is our communication planet. So, throat chakra activations and clearing is absolutely taking place right now for many people. Okay. All right. Today is also a 5-day. And the first message that I got was united. And I saw, now I'm 43 years old. So when I was a child, there was a TV program called Captain Planet. And there was 5 of them that would unite to create a force. And that was the visual that I got. Okay. Now, along with that, keyword transform, harmony, sacred pause, structure, stability, tranquility, and peace. Okay. In addition, Archangel Metatron, who rules Saturn, time, and karma, is coming in with clear sight. Source perception. Okay. Which is very welcome because yesterday there was a profound experience of confusion, despair, the void space, fear. It was very uncomfortable yesterday. Now, on top of everything else, we had 62 and then some solar flares in less than 24 hours. And so many people were experiencing physical symptoms, including myself. I woke up with my eyes totally bloodshot, very painful, scratchy, had a hard time focusing. And I'm a highly motivated person. I love my job, obviously. And when I woke up, I was like, no, nope, I don't even want to get up. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to look at anything. Nope, just no. I don't want to. No. Which was directly followed by what I thought was someone outside of my house messing around with the crawl space. And I thought that it was maybe someone doing work for the owner. And I didn't want to be in my pajamas when I heard a knock at the door, so I got up. And I was right. There was a knock at the door, but it wasn't who I thought it was. It was a very strange day yesterday. Also, the Leo full moon that we had, I was not aware that the Epstein files, a good portion of them, were released. I found out after. But it happened at 13 degrees. The moon was at 13 degrees Leo, the sun 13 degrees Aquarius. 13 being the divine feminine and death and rebirth. And the full moon is illumination. Godly illumination. Because Aquarius. And Leo is literally ruled by the sun. The sun being the Christ force. Now we're coming up to the solar eclipse on the 17th, new moon solar eclipse. Very powerful. Saturn is moving into Aries. This new cycle is officially jumping off. Many things are going to change. Yesterday's message was make space for God because He's coming through. Those solar flares were a defense against darkness and evils that were attempting to move in the darkness. That was an illumination, not only to the planet, but to our consciousness, to our DNA. The awakening is more than being physically awake. It is being aware to more. When we are aware to more, we also tap into things or are able to perceive things that exist on higher planes, that the lower consciousness is not able to perceive. This is why the normies, or the people that are perfectly comfortable with a very material existence, eat, sleep, work, repeat, they observe spiritual people, awakened people, and they call you weird or crazy or delusional or whatever it is, because they cannot perceive what you can perceive. They're not actually, telling a lie or just being mean or being, insulting. They cannot perceive what you perceive. They cannot see what you see. What is clear and understood for you is not in their world. 1010. Interesting. Yesterday was holy defense. Defend and protect. Archangel Michael was very powerful. And he came through with answered prayers. Payments made. Debts cleared. And his message was, we do not fall because our foundations are built on rock, on Christ. So even though we are experiencing the storm, our foundation is solid. It is built on God. 11 o'clock? Interesting. 11 on the timer. Okay. And again, this was yesterday. Holy fire, powerful communication, spiritual communication. Holy fire, this experience of two extremes merging, and it's like uncomfortable because they're not polite. They're merging, but they're two extremes. So there's like this crazy tension, even though they're existing in the same space. It was very weird. A lot of people were dizzy, had, extreme discomfort in the digestion and stomach area, pain in the body, irritations on the skin, disruption to the pulse, the heart field, etc. I did not feel good, like I said, and it was God basically moving me out of the way for my own protection. 13 on the clock. Okay. So, I did sleep well last night, thankfully, and I kept waking up and hearing the same sentence over and over. And the sentence was, the members of my spiritual team are heavy hitters. You can't stand next to them. You cannot challenge them. These are powerful beings. And I woke up at least 5 times. The members of my spiritual team are heavy hitters, meaning I am surrounded, heavily protected to the point where it's silent. There's a prevention of any and all infiltration to me. Archangel Michael, Isis, Archangel Gabriel, Hathor, Jesus, Mary, and the Sophia dragons surrounding me. Now, Pluto has moved to 4 degrees Aquarius and Pluto being Lord of the underworld, the entire truth. Pluto moves us into a new age of Aquarius. Okay, exposes the underbelly. In Aquarius, this is the house of the gods. This is information. The fact that the Epstein files are being released in the way that they are is surprising, but it's also not. And there's a lot of things that are being revealed that are just so terrible. And confirming. Anyhow, Pluto is trining the black moon and Saturn. Trining being a joining of energy, a strengthening of energy. Team. Okay, black moon being the dark feminine. And Saturn, Archangel Metatron, karma and time. Time is up. The time is up. Okay. Mars, 15 degrees Aquarius. Trining the moon at 16 degrees Sagittarius. So the illumination, the act and the illumination, the fire behind or before, really, the fear is being met with emotion and fire. Air and fire. 16 is the tower, the crumbling, the destruction, the explosion, and complete demolition. Sun at 22 degrees, this is building energy. We are building. It is trining Chiron, the wounded healer, the wounded masculine. The black moon is the wounded feminine. Chiron is the wounded masculine in Aries. The sun being the Christ force. So it's a question, what have we learned about being powerful men, masculine energy, the men that defend and protect, that stand up and push back against the darkness. What kind of developmental level are they at? What have they learned? How have they grown? And they are being championed. Venus is at 1 degree of Pisces. She is exalted in Pisces. She is a queen. And beautiful. And she is squaring or challenging the black moon, the previous perception of the feminine as less than holy. She is challenging that narrative. The dark feminine that brings forward demonic energies, that is used as a vessel for the dark occult. Venus in Pisces is challenging that. Love of spirit, exaltation, holy beauty. And she's also squaring Uranus. The higher mind, the lightning planet. She's asking Uranus to take action, to make decisions regarding one or the other. Like I said, Mercury is 8 degrees of Pisces, conjoined the North Node, the destiny point. So this is powerful communication, powerful action, thought, intellectual development, ideas. Confirmation. Forward movement, progressive understandings, progressive thinking. And Saturn's at 29 degrees Pisces. Last, conjunct Neptune at 0 degrees. Trining Pluto and Uranus. So they are gang. Okay? They know the truth. They've come to an understanding about what needs to end. And they are implementing these changes. Regardless of anything else, who likes it and who doesn't. Doesn't matter. Gang, Team God, that's what we're doing. Angel number 646 represents security. Hard work, your hard work, and your discipline will unlock a happy, wealthy, and successful life. Your guardian angels are here to help you. Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron, or I should say Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, he rules over communication, and Archangel Michael, they are all present and very much working. Your guardian angels are here to help you. Please ask for their assistance. Next point, 8 questions to find your purpose. Now, this is coming in today, which is interesting because yesterday's energy was such despair and confusion and feeling lost and in a void space and in, nothing's working. Nothing's working properly. So today, We're being asked to confirm or to pivot. Most of us are being confirmed. 8 questions to find your purpose. And this comes from Teal Swan, who is an amazing woman, teacher, guide. She is an asset to the awakening and evolution of humanity and the earth. Bless her. Question number 1. If you were forced to be active and you had to spend every moment of your time doing something, otherwise you would be punished, what would you do? What would you spend your time doing? Question 2. If money, time, and responsibility was not an issue, what would you like to do more than anything else in the world? Question 3. If you knew you were going to die in 2 years, what would you do in those 2 years? Question 4. What activity makes you forget basic necessities? Question 5. What negatives can you say yes to? Question 6. What problem in the world would you pick to start solving? Question 7. What did you like to do when you were a child? And question 8. What gift do you have to give to this world? I asked myself those questions as they came through and absolutely was confirmed. This is what I would do. This is why I'm here. Next point. The healed feminine is the actual medicine that a man requires to step into his most powerful masculine energy. She heals him, inspires him, gives him reason, propels him forward, simply by being present. Granted, she does far more than just be present, but it is her presence alone that guides him into his most powerful state of masculinity. Confirmation, I don't know what that was. Sun is setting, it is purple and coral, and blue outside is beautiful. Okay. So, I then pulled some cards to see what additional messages we have. And we have Virgo, digest, number 6. This is the 6th house. This is a earth sign. This represents the harvest, daily activity, health and well-being. Okay? Routine, health routine. Let's see. Gemini, this is the mind, rules the 3rd house of communication. This is an air sign. Cross-pollinate. Okay, sharing information. And cross-pollination is literally required for life itself. And I'm referring to the bees. If we did not have bees, we would not be here. Which is kind of crazy, but it's actually true. And then we have symbiosis with trine energy. Gang, gang. Working together. And what I got from these three cards is the mind-body connection. Working together in a cooperative and harmonious manner. Supporting one another. Making decisions that support and nourish your body. Behaving in a manner that supports your mental space. Having a routine that promotes mental well-being. And then the bottom of the deck, we had literally the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine, working confirmation together. You cannot have one without the other. One requires the other. They work together. They have different roles, but they work together. Source perception. There is an illumination of all areas, day and night. And I have written here, illuminate all areas for complete awareness. How we work together within self and within partnership. Each have different roles, but strengthen and elevate each other. Cooperation and ingenuity. Okay? Mind-body connection. Daily life that supports you and the greater collective. And there's such a feeling of love infused in this day. So after that, I got a bunch more cards. So, messages from the universe. Bottom of the deck, we have rebirth. Be patient with the things you can't change. Your conscious tests you to increase your wisdom. This was one of the things that I was having the hardest time with yesterday. My lack of control over the outcome that I wanted to appear. It's in God's hands. This is a co-creation. And thank God for that. Thank God for that. Okay. So after that, we have... I thought these would dry. Oh, I smeared it. The heart. Interesting. Empty your soul of everything that tortures you. Fill it with the things that make you happy. Listen to yourself. Interesting, and I smeared it. That's very interesting to me. Next, we have you are safe now. Don't be afraid. The universe conspires to guide you. Some of you may feel like you've been placed in timeout and you literally cannot get away, move forward, whatever it is. It's that way for a reason. It's to support you, not to hinder you. Remember that. Next, we have do not fight against difficult situations. Be aware and evaluate what is best for you. You are loved. Okay. Next, we have consciousness. Listen to and live up to your best self. Smile to those who hurt you. Forgive, let go, and fill yourself with the energy of the universe. Next, we have your fears are the product of your ego. Go back to your essence and release yourself. You are loved. Next, we have protection. You are a spiritual being living an earthly experience. Keep this in mind. The 3D, what we see in front of us physically, is the last piece to manifest. That is the last piece. So everything that happens prior to that, by the time it's happening physically in front of you, all of the processes have taken place. So if you want to change something, you don't change it here. You change it here and let it come into form. Make sense? Last message. Let go of your past. Transform yourself today. You are loved. Love yourself first. Okay. Next, I got these two. I say I got, but they were given. Number 12, Sacred Heart. This is my Christ card. With eternal love. This is the evolution of our DNA by the Christ force, the Sun. Everything is going according to plan. Okay, happiness, harmony, fulfillment. Number 24. Passion, love, and spiritual communion. You are guided, you are loved, and you are growing. You are waking up. It may be uncomfortable. And purification is very supportive during this process. Water, bathing, showering, emotional cleansing. Very supportive. Number 32, it literally says emotional cleansing, rejuvenation, purification, water. There you go. And lastly, we have awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. Right. After that came overcoming obstacles. Yes. Yesterday felt like an obstacle. Today feels like overcoming it. Maybe not having physical evidence, but certainly the faith, the feeling of peace. Get back on your feet, gain strength from difficult situations, and finally, success. Yes. Your success is assured. It's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into, like the questions that we were asking earlier, how to find your purpose. Whatever conclusion you come to with that, pour everything you have into it. This is how you restore yourself and you give to the collective, to the earth. Bottom of the deck. Dedication. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. Legacy, fulfillment, reason for being. These are emotional states that impact us, that are beyond value. They make life worth living. And this is the time that we're in, where we discover what those things are and we go for it. We dive into it. This is our next cycle. And we do it on purpose, for purpose. Okay, I am going to leave it there. I hope that that gave you peace, inspiration, comfort. Sending you all of my love, and I'll talk to you soon.